Well, welcome to another edition of our Colorado Eagles weekly recap and preview of what's coming up here. A big week for the Colorado Eagles following two great wins for this Eagles hockey club out on the road in Utah. And we talk with Eagles head coach Aaron Schneekloth about what was a very successful road trip. 3 games, you get 5 out of the possible 6 points, including 2 big victories against a very good Utah team in their building.
Yeah, I thought our team really responded well after dropping 2 against Rapid City, both of those in overtime, and came into Utah, a tough building against a very good hockey club, and played a nice, simple, gritty road game both Friday and Saturday and got 4 points.
Specialty teams also taking a nice step forward. You get 2 power play goals on 3 chances there last Saturday.
Yeah, it's something we've talked about since the start of the season. We've had a slow start on the power play, but it's something that we've worked really hard on, not only in our pre-scouts but in practice. And we knew it was only going to be a matter of time for our guys to gel and find some chemistry, and it helped us win 2 hockey games.
You get some players back in the lineup, talking about a guy like Julian Nantel, Joe Canada, Emil Romeg, a new addition from DU, and it seems like some new insertions in the lineup maybe has sped up that process of gelling together as a team. Well,
looking at those 3 players, you add a player like Joe Canada and his experience and his pedigree back into our lineup, a guy that has won every game with us so far. It just provides that calming presence for our group and provides a ton of confidence. And then Julian Nantel, with what we saw last season and him helping us win a championship, his experience last season and the speed he brings, the size, his two-way play just made a real difference, and allowed some of our younger players to watch him because he's played at the American League level. He helped us win a championship. He came down with a great attitude, worked hard, picked up right where he left off, and then adding a player like Emil last minute, just a guy that provided a ton of energy, up the pace in our play, got in on the forecheck extremely well, and drew 4 penalties on the weekend, which is huge. Allowed our power play to get out there and score some goals. So he was a real nice addition for us.
Well, now you're back home, and you're going to be home for the better part of the next 3 weeks. And it starts with 3 games at home against a team that the Eagles have never faced in the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. This is a high-powered, potent offensive attack. I know you've already started your work on the video and scouting this team out. What can you tell fans to expect from this Swamp Rabbits team?
Well, I mean, just looking at their roster, they've got the 2 top scoring leaders in the hockey in the whole ECHL right now. So they've got some firepower, some players that we need to be aware when they're on the ice. We're familiar with a couple of their players that played in Idaho last season. And looking at their goals for, goal, and against, they're a team that scores some big goals. I think they're a team that likes to play off the rush and creates a lot of offense with their D joining up. So we've got to be smart. We have to be ready to defend as soon as there's transition in the puck.
Well, this is an Eagles team that's won back-to-back games. They have points in 4 straight contests, and now finally back home at the Budweiser Event Center. Good luck this week.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, that's Eagles head coach Aaron Schneekloth. We'll talk to you next week.